Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be getting the 350 engine small block Chevrolet ready for my 91 Chevrolet truck. I did not video pulling the engine out of that thing, but I've got the old 305 out of it, and we're going to be building this 350 to put in the truck. It is a 91 four-wheel drive 4-speed truck. It's a 3/4 ton. Let me pull driver or walk around here. I will show you what it looks like. Pulled the truck out of a field and painted it and built the bumper for it, redid the interior. It's nasty right now. Here's the truck. Pretty much original configuration. It's got a little bit bigger tire on it. Got the bucket seats out of a newer extended cab truck, and bought some nice seat covers for it. Built the center console. Like I said, it's dirty in here now with the gauges in it. Said it is a 4-speed. I need to finish a little bit of things like the door pads. They need to be redone. Got my toolbox back on here. This truck had I bought a new front bumper for it when I repainted it, and before I redid the rear brakes, I actually had to rear-ended somebody, so I built this bumper. Took a new ranch hand off of a ranch hand brush guard off of a new Ford truck, and had to cut it way down and narrow the center part, narrow these parts, cut that piece down. I just kind of built it. It's not done yet, but that's it for now. So I had already swapped this thing from throttle body to carburetor. I actually built the 385 stroker for this truck, put it in it, and took it out, put the 305 in it, and sold the truck. Since then I've bought it back, the 305 locked up. So building the 350 for it now. I'm going to clean up some wiring. Obviously that looks like a mess. I'm going to clean up a lot of that and probably paint underneath the hood of this thing while I've got it out. So yeah, there's that. It's aluminum radiator with electric fans. That's one thing I did when I put the stroker in it. And right now it still has the Y pipe back to a factory Y pipe. Goes into a 3-inch single tube, runs back to a 3-inch in, 2 1/4 out, dual out to dual tailpipes. So I might actually dual it out the real way. I've got some headers in there. They're short tubes, so if they work I might mess with putting them on there. Not really sure. I hadn't made my mind up on that yet. So but I'll get back over here if I can get to the shop without falling down. So today we're going to be installing cam bearings, cleaning the block up. We're actually going to knock the old cam bearings out, go clean the block with soap and water, and then I'm going to bring it back over here, get it on the stand, install the new cam bearings, install the new freeze plugs, and start getting everything. Get it. Actually, I'm just going to hone this block. It's not in real bad shape, so just going to hone it with a ball hone and get to putting it back together. So we'll get y'all going here and show you how to install to take out the cam bearings. Alright, this is the cam bearing tool. This is the main rod piece of it. You take this, threads on in there. As you tighten this up, it swells this rubber piece out, swells this piece out, and it swells up to where it pushes the cam bearing through. So before I can do that, I have to I've already knocked out all the freeze plugs except for one, and it's this one. And this one it's behind number 5 cam bearing. So I'm going to push that rod through there, knock that out, and then we'll start knocking the cam bearings out. Alright guys, got everything cleaned up and blown off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the position 5 cam bearing. Then I'm going to install these back 3 freeze plugs. That way I can get it on the engine stand and assemble the rest of it. The reason I'm doing it here is because I can't, once this is mounted to the engine stand, I can't get to these 3 freeze plugs. So I'm going to knock this cam bearing in. I'm going to put this freeze plug in and put those 2 freeze plugs in. Then I'm going to get it over there on the engine stand and go from there. So with that being said, when you open up your cam bearing box, it tells you the part numbers of the bearings that are in there, and it tells you the position that to go in. So we're doing position number 5. Most of the time it's in order, but you got to be careful because somebody could have had them and moved them around, or they could have just got put in the wrong spot to begin with. So we need position 5. So we need 2022 DR. So I'm gonna go ahead and check the back of the box. And let's see. I don't know if y'all be able to read that, but you can see those. It says 2022 DR. So I'm gonna knock that in and then put these 2 freeze plugs in, and we'll get it on the stand. Alright guys, as you can see, I've got the new freeze plugs in and the oil galley plugs in. Now I'm going to get the mounted on the back of the engine and get it on the engine stand. And we'll knock in the rest of the freeze plugs and then get it honed out. Alright guys, got it all cleaned up. Got the cylinders honed out, as you can tell. Spin it around here. Put the freeze plugs in. Cam bearings in. Of course not these, those down there. These are still the old bearings, main bearings. So those are all in there. Now next step is set the crank in it. I've got to get some assembly lube, and I'll get started on that maybe tomorrow or later in the week. But anyways, we got this far today. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And this is Perkins Garage.